These are headphones from a company called SoundPEATS. So the biggest question is, are they as good as the AirPods? Can these actually replace the AirPods? Let's find out in just a moment. I mean, not a lot of things can actually come close to what the AirPods offer, but I do think that the SoundPEATS are a decent hardware for the price. It does offer some really cool features for the price. So let's talk a little bit more about that. So let's talk about the unboxing itself. So it comes inside of a nice box here. So it does have some manual information, some stickers. These are some items that Apple used to offer, but they no longer offer any more. So these are the pods. They are pretty small and they're also pretty light as well. I like just the way how it feels and just how light and easy it is to hold. I really like the inscription right here on the pods. Hear your imagination. I think that's actually pretty cool. So these pods are pretty decent looking. They don't look too bad. They look pretty good. I like how simple and just how light they are, and just how low key they are. I feel like they kind of copy the AirPods just a little bit, but there's significant difference between the two. But I do think that it has those similarities to the AirPods, which I think is perfectly fine. So it's very easy to connect, which I find is very easy. There's a button right under the bottom here, and you press this until it starts blinking. And then you go to your iPhone or your Android phone, you connect it through Bluetooth. So when you open the case, the item actually automatically connects to whatever device you have. So that's similar experience to something offered like on the AirPods, for example. So that's a native experience that most of you are used to when it comes to having these premium type of earphones. They sound pretty good. And I mean, like, I'm not going to lie to you. Nothing kind of beats the AirPod sound, but when it comes to the sound, I think it sounds pretty decent, especially when you're talking to someone on the phone. I had really good experience speaking on the phone. People can hear me very clearly. And that's a major concern I know for a lot of people when they buy these cheaper earphones, is that like you can't hear people when you're talking on the phone, or they can't hear rather when you're talking on the phone, but it's really good. It does come with noise cancelling. It does have the noise cancelling, but it's very, very minimal. And I could actually akin this to the fact that the pods themselves, as you can see here, it does not have a tip. So the tip would actually give it the ability to, go deeper into your ears and provide that noise ceiling. So that gives you that more, that better, noise canceling, noise cancelling sound effect that we all know, come to know and love from the AirPods Pros. Now, I mean, it does fit pretty good into my ear, I would say, but again, I do have a little bit of fear of it just literally falling out of my ear sometimes. As you can see here, from the video, that they do fit pretty decent, and I can wiggle it around a little bit and they won't fall out once you be able to put them into your ears. And my ears is not really that huge. I have pretty smaller ears, but they do fit pretty well. I don't foresee you having any issues when you put these into your ears as well. So one thing I like about these earpods, that it's pretty special when it comes to these type of gestures. So you can tap it on the side, you tap it and hold it, and that will actually allow it to play and pause. Double tap it twice, you can switch the tracks, and you could also tap it, hold it a couple of times, and it gives you other gestures. So if you want to know a little bit more about some of the gesture features, you can definitely look into the manual itself. But I really like those simple features, the fact that I can just tap any piece, just like the earpods. I can tap any piece if I want to change tracks, if I want to maybe pause a call. It does give me some of those functionalities. Now, the price is actually pretty similar to something like the AirPods. It only costs $99.99 US dollars, and the AirPods, just the regular AirPods 3s, no noise cancelling, is $129.99. So it's pretty close when it comes to the price of the AirPods, and it offers very similar features. But these are premium devices that gives a decent sound, and you can always get them on discount. So you can get this for like $70 on some days with a discount. So it literally is half the price of what you pay for like an AirPod. It is decent, it offers a decent value, it offers a decent sound. And would I actually recommend it for anybody to purchase it? Yes, I would definitely recommend it. Once you get on a discount, it's a pretty good deal. So these are the SoundPEATS Air 5s, and these offer really, really great value for what you are paying for it. And I would definitely recommend anyone who is in the market for some earphones, if they want to pick these up, these would be a remarkable device for you to get for the price. And yes, if you are in the market for a budget earphones, I'll definitely recommend the SoundPEATS Air 5s. They're pretty decent.